On this day, we come together to celebrate the lives, legacies, and cherished memories of remarkable personalities we've recently lost. We take a moment to reflect on their incredible journeys and the inspiration they continue to give us. We'll also talk about WWE stars who are facing struggles that have drawn love, support, and prayers from millions of fans. Subscribe now. Darren Drozdov, born April 7, 1969, in Mays Landing, New Jersey, was a gifted athlete who made his mark in both football and professional wrestling. A standout defensive lineman at the University of Maryland, he went on to play in the NFL for teams like the Denver Broncos, New York Jets, and Philadelphia Eagles. Known for his wild energy and unique ability to vomit on command, he earned the nickname Puke, which carried over when he joined WWE in 1998 as part of the legendary Legion of Doom. Droz's wrestling career was tragically cut short in 1999 after a severe in-ring accident left him paralyzed. Despite this, he remained an inspiring figure, continuing to work with WWE and sharing his story of resilience and positivity. Droz passed away on June 30, 2023, at 54, remembered for his strength, courage, and unbreakable spirit. Kerry Von Erich, born on February 3, 1960, in Dallas, Texas, was a beloved American professional wrestler and a proud member of the legendary Von Erich family. Known as the modern-day warrior, he made his debut in 1978 and quickly became a fan favorite for his athletic skill, good looks, and genuine charisma. His powerful tornado punch and his emotional connection with fans made him a standout star of the 1980s. In 1984, Kerry achieved a career-defining moment by defeating Ric Flair to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, cementing his place among wrestling's greats. Behind the spotlight, however, Kerry faced deep personal struggles, including the loss of his brothers and battles with addiction. Despite his pain, he continued to perform with heart and determination. His tragic death at 33 left the wrestling world in mourning, but his legacy as a warrior, both in and out of the ring, endures. Nancy Benoit, born Nancy Elizabeth Toffaloni on May 17, 1964, was a respected and influential figure in professional wrestling. Known to fans as Woman, she began her career in the 1980s and quickly made her mark as a talented manager and valet. Working with major promotions like WCW, ECW, and WWE, Nancy brought charisma, intelligence, and drama to every storyline she touched. She played a key role in shaping the careers of several wrestlers, including her then-husband, Chris Benoit, and was admired for her ability to bring depth and realism to wrestling's larger-than-life world. Tragically, Nancy's life was cut short in June 2007 at age 43 in a heartbreaking event that claimed both her and her son, Daniel. Though her passing remains one of wrestling's darkest moments, Nancy Benoit is remembered for her passion, talent, and lasting influence on the industry she helped define. Rebecca Quinn, known to millions around the world as Becky Lynch, was born on January 30, 1987, in the historic city of Limerick, Ireland. Growing up in a country with a deep love for sports and community, Becky's childhood was shaped by the values of resilience, hard work, and determination. Even as a young girl, she displayed a natural athleticism that set her apart, whether competing in school sports, local events, or simply testing her limits for the sheer joy of challenge. But beyond her physical gifts, what truly defined Becky was her ambition. She dreamed of a life that stretched far beyond the streets of Limerick, imagining a future filled with purpose, courage, and inspiration. Her close bond with her family, particularly her brother Gonzo Demondo, provided a foundation of emotional strength that would support her through the unpredictable road ahead. Those early years were a delicate blend of ordinary surroundings and extraordinary dreams, the beginnings of a journey that would eventually redefine women's wrestling on a global scale. Stepping into the wrestling world, Becky's path to professional wrestling was anything but straightforward. Ireland in the early 2000s was not exactly a hotbed for aspiring wrestlers, and opportunities were scarce. Yet, rather than seeing limitations, Becky saw possibility. She began training locally, where conditions were modest and resources limited. But her focus and passion compensated for what the environment lacked. Performing in small, independent promotions, she learned the craft the hard way, enduring long travel days, minimal pay, and physically grueling matches. Financial instability was a constant shadow. At times, sustaining her career meant stretching every euro just to afford training and travel. But Becky refused to be discouraged. Her charisma, in-ring skill, and relentless drive began turning heads, slowly carving her reputation as a performer with both technical excellence and emotional authenticity. Her eventual signing with WWE was more than a contract. It was a testament to years of sacrifice, discipline, and unwavering belief in her own potential. Breaking barriers in WWE. When Becky Lynch stepped into the bright lights of WWE, she brought with her not just skill, but a presence that audiences couldn't ignore. On the Raw brand, she quickly distinguished herself through a mix of athletic precision, storytelling mastery, and genuine connection with fans. The persona of the Man wasn't merely a character, it was a reflection of her own spirit. Fearless, self-assured, and unapologetically authentic. Through countless matches, title pursuits, and memorable rivalries, Becky became a cornerstone of women's wrestling, shattering the glass ceiling that had long limited female performers. Her championship victories, including her reign as WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, represented not just athletic success, but years of grit, growth, and perseverance. Each triumph carried emotional weight, a reminder that her rise was built on more than talent. It was the product of endurance, self-belief, and a connection with fans who saw in her a reflection of their own struggles and dreams. Love, family, and balance. Beyond the ring, behind the fierce competitor known to millions, lies a woman deeply grounded in family and love. In 2021, Becky Lynch married Seth Rollins, a fellow WWE superstar whose dedication to the craft matched her own. Together, they form one of wrestling's most respected partnerships, a bond built on shared passion, mutual respect, and an understanding of the sacrifices their careers demand. The life of a professional wrestler is filled with long travels, late nights, and physical exhaustion, yet Becky and Seth have managed to maintain stability and warmth amid the chaos. Her brother Gonzo remains a constant presence, reminding her of where she came from and what truly matters. Away from the spotlight, Becky dedicates time to personal growth and emotional health, ensuring that her identity remains whole beyond her professional persona. This balance between fame and family, ambition and peace, has become a cornerstone of her continued success and well-being. Health struggles and the power of resilience. Becky Lynch's journey has been marked not only by victories, but also by significant health challenges that tested her both physically and mentally. In 2018, during a high-profile WWE segment, she suffered a broken nose and concussion, an injury that forced her out of competition and could have derailed her momentum. Instead, it became a defining moment of her resilience. Becky's approach to recovery reflected her trademark toughness, patience, discipline, and an unwavering focus on returning stronger than before. More recently, in late 2024, she faced another test when she developed a persistent skin condition that required ongoing care and management. While not life-threatening, it demanded serious attention, medical guidance, and adjustments to her daily routine and professional schedule. Through these experiences, Becky became a vocal advocate for athlete wellness, reminding fans and peers alike that prioritizing health is not a sign of weakness, but a form of strength. Her openness about her physical struggles humanized her image, proving that true toughness is not just about enduring pain, but also about caring for oneself in the process. Financial realities and strategic growth. While fame and success often paint a glamorous picture, Becky Lynch's career, like that of many athletes, has been shaped by financial ups and downs. The wrestling industry is unpredictable, with income fluctuating due to contract changes, time away from injury, and shifting creative directions. Acknowledging these realities, Becky took a proactive approach to her financial planning. She diversified her income through merchandise, book sales, and brand partnerships, ensuring long-term stability beyond the ring. Her best-selling memoir, Becky Lynch, The Man, Not Your Average Girl, became both a literary achievement and a financial success, allowing her to share her story while building her personal brand. This strategic mindset highlights Becky's understanding that longevity in sports entertainment requires more than physical endurance. It requires smart management, self-awareness, and an eye toward the future. By balancing her finances with foresight and discipline, she's built a sustainable career model that many younger athletes now look up to. Cultural impact and legacy. Beyond championships and accolades, Becky Lynch has become a symbol of empowerment. She represents a shift in how female athletes are viewed, not as supporting acts, but as main event stars capable of driving global attention. Her authenticity, confidence, and ability to connect with fans have inspired countless women to pursue their passions fearlessly, whether inside the ring or in other male-dominated fields. Becky's legacy lies in her willingness to share her full story. The triumphs, the setbacks, the injuries, and the self-doubt. She uses her platform to remind others that success is not perfection. It's perseverance. By challenging stereotypes, embracing vulnerability, and speaking openly about mental and physical health, she has transformed herself from a wrestling icon into a cultural figure whose influence extends far beyond sports. Her story continues to spark conversations about equality, self-worth, and the true meaning of strength. Connection with fans and media presence. One of Becky Lynch's greatest strengths lies in how she connects with her audience. Through social media, interviews, and appearances, she maintains a tone that is honest, warm, and relatable. Fans don't just admire her for her accomplishments. They feel connected to her because she speaks openly about her fears, struggles, and motivations. This candidness has allowed Becky to build a community of followers who see her not as a distant celebrity, but as a fellow traveler navigating life's highs and lows. Her humor, confidence, and self-awareness make her one of the most approachable figures in professional wrestling. Through her online presence, she also engages in meaningful conversations about health, resilience, and empowerment, showing that athletes have the power to shape cultural dialogues far beyond their sport. Her media voice is more than self-promotion. It's an ongoing dialogue with her fans rooted in authenticity and shared humanity. Looking ahead, growth and mentorship. As Becky Lynch looks toward the future, her focus remains on growth, mentorship, and balance. Having experienced the full spectrum of a wrestling career, from small venues in Ireland to headlining international events, She understands the importance of sustainability and self-care. Today, she uses her experience to guide younger wrestlers, emphasizing the importance of patience, preparation, and mental health. Her own health battles have made her more mindful of how to train and recover wisely, ensuring she can continue performing without compromising her well-being. Whether she's in the ring, writing, or mentoring, Becky's purpose remains clear: to inspire, educate, and uplift others through her story. She represents the evolving image of modern athletes: strong yet vulnerable, ambitious yet grounded, competitive yet compassionate. Conclusion: the heart of the man. Becky Lynch's journey from the streets of Limerick to global superstardom is a story of resilience, authenticity, and courage. Every chapter of her life, from early hardships and financial struggles to injuries and recovery, has shaped her into more than a champion. She is a symbol of how perseverance and integrity can coexist in a world defined by pressure and performance. Her willingness to be open about her health challenges and personal realities gives her story a deeply human dimension, one that resonates with people far beyond wrestling. Through discipline, adaptability, and heart, Becky has proven that success isn't just measured in titles, but in the ability to rise after every fall. Her legacy continues to grow, not just in the record books, but in the lives of those she's inspired to chase their dreams with courage, grace, and an unbreakable spirit.